Hi guys, you're watching another episode of the Creator to Creator Talk Show, and today we are privileged to host Mr. Mujuzi Dennis, who is a visual artist, a graphic designer specifically, and one of the absolute best in the nation. And as always, stay tuned and listen in. Hi, Mr. Dennis.
Hi.
Are you
Hi,
comfortable?
I am.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome on the show. And now, please tell us about yourself and who you are. Who is Mr. Dennis?
First of all, thank you for having me. I'm really honored. And like you said, I'm Dennis, and my other name is Mujuzi. I love art. I have a strong passion to be specific for art. To be specific, I'm a graphic designer. I love creating art using computer. It's my major field, and on top of that, I love Jesus Christ.
All right, so brief. Thank you very much for that brief introduction of yourself.
Thank you.
So, for our young viewers who really may not understand what graphic design is, do you mind explaining it, giving examples? What is graphic design?
Graphic design is visual communication using different medias, and graphic design is like it can be categorized into it's used in advertising, it's used in communication, in information and informing people. So it's using different medias to visually communicate to people. Roughly, I think that can summarize graphic design.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope our viewers have understood it, and maybe by the time we wrap up the show, they will have understood what it really means. So, as a visual artist and a graphic designer, and from what I have heard, I understand you're one of the absolute best in the nation. What influenced you to make a decision and to say that this is what I want to be?
To be honest, it's the decision was influenced into. I was driven into this because first of all, I had a strong passion for art, and I realized I could do very good art, very good design in computer design, and slowly by slowly, I didn't know I was getting into graphic design. I just went into there because of the passion, and because the passion was there, then I just developed into a career and something that I enjoy it as much as I earn from it. So that's what drove me.
So that was your decision that one day you woke up and said, today I'm becoming a graphic designer.
Because like I said, there's a passion for art, and because I was doing lots of art using a computer, it developed into graphic design.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. So this takes us to our next question, which is there is a lot of competition in respect to this particular industry. If you go to places like NASA, there are lots and lots, maybe perhaps so many graphic designers. What makes your work or yourself stand out from all these people who are out there?
What makes me unique, I think, first of all, is the passion and commitment that I put in my work, and the desire to have to get into the clients that I have, and understand what they really require and give them what they require the time that they really do, and get what they think and what they want to communicate, and putting and summarizing all that into a visually appealing, not only communicative, but something that is visually appealing but also communicative. I think that makes me unique and stand out in some way.
You standing out, does it include your work or it's only you as a person?
I think it includes my work, but of course, personality kind of goes in there, kind of, but it's not the absolute. So I think it's the work, because if it wasn't the work, the personality wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
So it kind of helps in some way.
Okay.
The work.
I get you. Thank you for that. So, Mr. Dennis, how did you get as good as you are now in graphic design?
I think the passion and commitment that I really put in, at the beginning when I was starting this. I did a lot of practice because I had, like I said, I had a strong passion. I was committed to it, so I used to do a lot of practice. I used to watch a lot of tutorials, and this helped me in one way or the other to sharpen me, and also get in touch with people who were in my field and getting to learn from them in different ideas. That helped me to at least up my skills in some way.
Okay. So, thank you. So, to be as good as Dennis, you need the passion and to love what you're doing too. So, Mr. Dennis, how do you market yourself in this industry of graphic design?
First of all, I think I market myself through social media, and also because of the work that I do, somehow the clients that I do for refer me to other clients. So it depends on how you commit to a certain client. So when you do for someone, it markets itself, and you can be easily referred to someone somewhere else. So it's sort of marketing. Besides that, I also put my work on social media.
So, Mr. Dennis,
Yes.
what is your competitive advantage over your edge, over the endless pool of graphic designers in the creative industry?
I think at most it's commitment and passion. The desire to not only produce what is good, but something that communicates to different clients. At least in some way makes me stand out. And also, yeah, the love for this at least puts me ahead somehow.
Thank you for giving that precise answer to the viewers. I hope they know and they'll pick it out. So our next question is, what do design clients mostly look for in design projects when they contract you?
What they look for, in addition to creativity, I think the main thing is the idea, your idea of how you depict, how you show his artwork to or message. So mainly the idea, because an idea can be separated from a design. So that's what clients usually look for in whatever that they're trying to put out in terms of business, in terms of events and all that. The idea has to be top notch, and it has to be unique, and it has to communicate.
Yes. So apart from their ideas, they're also looking for the uniqueness in you.
Exactly.
Thank you for that. And so to our next question, what elements of design do you believe all aspiring designers should embrace to make the best designs possible?
I think the best the elements majorly I think it could be color and use of space. How you integrate different colors, the bright colors and the dark to for your vision. And then the space comes in how you lay out your design in terms of the copy, which is the text, and the visual that you're using. You need to balance these elements with the color to bring up something, to come up with something that is appealing and also that communicates to your message out. I think those are the main elements you should consider.
Okay. Thank you for explaining that. So, Mr. Dennis, I believe you've been in the industry of graphic designs for a long time. What do you think are the challenges that you've faced, and how can someone who wants to start up in the same field overcome these challenges?
I think for beginners, first of all, the most challenges you'll do lots of work and you won't be paid for it. That's for the beginners. Yeah, and amidst all that, you have to keep your cool. You have to keep pushing because for the start, like any career, those are the lessons that you pick a lesson because in life or in any career, you learn and you win some, you lose some. So when you're starting, you may some of your work may not be paid for. You could start out as a volunteer. That could so it's about looking at it. It may be a challenge in some way to some people, but it's something you need to keep on doing. The other thing when you get to a certain level, it can be time consuming. Like you can work on a project quite a lot because there are lots of adjustments, there are lots of corrections from the client, and amidst all of that, you need to keep pushing. Probably the other challenge could be if you need maybe because now graphic design is mainly now on computer. So getting a laptop, you have to probably save for one because you need it. You need it because you need to keep practicing. You need to keep doing, whether you have work or you don't. You need to keep upping your game. So I think those are the main challenges that you need to
really work on.
To that can be you can look at them as hindrances, but they are just to propel you to your next level.
Okay. Thank you very much for helping someone starting up on how to overcome these challenges. So if you want to get somewhere, you have to keep going. I believe so.
True. No matter what.
Yes. So thank you for that. And our next question is, what designing softwares can you recommend to a person interested in taking up graphic designing as a career to learn?
The main, of course, programs used in this field, there's Illustrator and Photoshop is working hand in hand. These are the basics. With these two programs, something good can come out. Of course, there are others. There's InDesign. You can also come up with something good there. But the main ones for design, Photoshop and Illustrator.
Okay. Thank you. So for someone out there who wants to begin, they need to learn Photoshop and Illustrator so that they can be good graphic designers.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. So, Mr. Dennis, what work ethics do you attribute to your continuing growth and success as a graphic designer?
I think the commitment and passion are really good because when you have the commitment, I mean, it's whatever you have to listen to the client, their client's desires, or you have to try to deliver what they want, and then amidst all the changes and the redos and the back and forth from the clients, you have to stand still and finish something that you started, no matter what, until to the very end. Because clients sometimes in this field, the, the, the most clients are particular, and they have what they want, and you need to bring it out the way they want it before you really produce the final product. They can make lots of changes. They can make lots of adjustments. So it's all of that. You need to keep your cool. You need to keep committed to the project. You need to commit. You need to keep doing. And so I think that's a great work ethic that all graphic designers need to adopt. That has really kept me.
So committing and making sure you deliver is one of the best ethics you use as you.
Exactly.
Okay. So, Mr. Dennis, I understand that not only are you a graphics designer, but you have also started your own fashion line. Do you mind telling us what it's called, what it is all about?
Okay, the fashion line, it's a clothing brand. It's called H-Compe. H-Compe is a Uganda word which means which is adopted from the verse, which is adopted from Psalms 23, where David was talking of my cup overflows. Now in Uganda, it's H-Compe Chiwa, which translates to my vessel overflows, my cup, which David was talking about. So that's the clothing line. It's called H-Compe. Produces we do with brand garments and different products with Christian verses and Christian lines. So roughly, that's H-Compe, the clothing line.
And what really inspired you to start this?
What inspired me is to reach out to the people, to spread the gospel of Christ in clothing and reaching out to people using a different media. So it's not only a business, but it has the message of spreading Christ behind it through branding, through fashion.
Wow, that's very interesting, Mr. Dennis. I think I'll have to order one for myself, but how do I get it?
Of course, you can find us on social media, on both Facebook and Twitter. Search Compe, you search, and there are numbers there, or you can WhatsApp us on the number that is on our social media page, and we can deliver to you whatever message, whatever garment that you want, either hoodie, t-shirt, or a top, or anything.
I'll definitely do that. Thank you.
That would be great.
So what are you working on right now, and what are your future plans?
My future plans are what I'm working on right now. You've already asked me about that. It's H-Compe. It's a company that I'm trying to build, and it's my passion, which I want to make it great. And that's what I'm working on now. My future plans is to expand and do these garments in different languages, in different things, and spread across
the country or the globe.
Exactly. True. Those are my future plans. In graphic design, future plans probably start up a design school for kids, because as a way of give back, because there are lots of opportunities in this field, but there are few graphic designers. So I'll be really, really happy when I start up that school also.
That's a really very good idea if you in future you want to start up like a graphic design school, I'm sure it is going to benefit most of our viewers out there, because most of them, they find graphics interesting, but they don't know where to begin from, or they don't know where to go. So that I support you. That's a very good idea.
Thank you.
So thank you. Please, when you start it, let me know so I can send you.
No problem. I'll sure do that.
All right. Thank you. So our next question is, where do people find you or your body of work? If I want something from you, where do I find you?
People can find me on social media, on Facebook, Mujuzi Dennis, Twitter at Mujuzi Dennis. So it's clear that they can send me a message. I can get in touch with them.
Okay, so I believe that's very clear, and everyone who wants to get into graphic design or order something from you, they'll go on your social media page and they'll definitely reach you. So thank you for all the information that you have shared with us. I'm sure it's been an eye-opening to all our young artists and our young people who want to venture into the field of graphic design. So thank you once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
I hope we see you one more time for
Sure. Surely. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was our show for today. And please subscribe, share, and like to see more and more episodes of the Creator to Creator Talk Show. Thank you. Bye.